Earlier today, the FC Mobile team did a live stream going over everything that's going to come out with the new Rivals event and Team of the Week, and everything that they showed has made me want to go out and sell off all my big players that are currently not in my team. So first, I'm going to go over what they talked about in today's live stream, but once I've done that, I'm then going to explain why I sold off the players I did and how I'm preparing to invest for this whole event. So the first thing to talk about is Team of the Week and Division Rivals. As you can see here, this is going to be the card art for the Team of the Week cards. They are going to come out as Division Rival rewards, and they are a weekly thing. Now, they also mentioned that they are going to keep up with the current power curve, meaning that if we get to a point where most cards are 100 overall, that also means that the Team of the Weeks that are coming out will also be in that 100 overall range. That way, Team of the Week players don't become irrelevant after the first month or two. Now, as I said, they are going to come out as Division Rival rewards, which means we could claim them throughout the weeks or throughout the month. But not only that, they did confirm that we are going to get new Division Rival packs. And they did suggest that people wait and hold on to your points before opening them. I wish they told us that the day of, because I already spent all of my points. But for those of you who still have some, it's going to be a great day when those finally come out. But not only that, they also said there's going to be an exchange that comes out for Team of the Week as well. So that's going to be another investment opportunity for us. So that's everything that's important for Team of the Week and Division Rivals. Now we got to talk about the Rivals event, which looks incredible, and to be honest, it might be the best event we've had to date. And that's because right off the bat, you could see here that they are going to allow us to get 2 icons, if I'm not mistaken, free to play. We have the option between an untradeable left back Maldini, who will probably be the best left back in the game, although I'm keeping my Maldini as a center back. And then the other one is Zanetti. They did show the stats. He's got something like 85 pace, 90 plus defending, 85 plus dribbling. Like, he's going to be one of the best right backs in the game. So right away, they have 2 icons coming out in the event, which is incredible. But that's just the first section, because the rest of the event is essentially derbies. So they're taking famous rivalries from leagues all across the world, and in each of these sections, we're going to get the chance to pick between one of the 2 teams. Once we choose, there's going to be skill games and matches we could play, and then also a reward path where we get players, coins, gems, dudex, everything we could possibly want. But not only that, once you complete the reward path, you could then claim the free player that goes along with it. In this case, for Real Madrid, it is Eder Militao. But as you can see, they also have the Argentina Super Derby, they have the Riyadh Derby, the Manchester Derby. We got Man United, Man City. And they also have the London Nemesis. Now, what this means right away is that we have 2, 4, 5. We have 5 of these derbies that we know for sure are there, meaning that we're going to get 5 sets of rewards and also 5 players, good players that we could claim free to play. So right away, this is a massive dub for free to play players, but players in general. Actually, as a matter of fact, one of the reasons why I'm selling off the cards that I am right now is because I feel like we're going to get a lot of really usable players here in the future, and there's no point in spending coins on players when I could just get good players for free. But from what I could see, that is it for the event chapter. The other thing they have is exchanges. They have almost the exact same setup as UCL, except this time we don't just get players, we also get points that go towards unlocking rewards in the event. So whatever players are required to complete these exchanges, I think are going to be in really high demand, because now they no longer are only valuable because of the players, but also progressing through your chapters. So I think out of everything, this is going to be the biggest investment opportunity. Of course, we don't know what the requirements for the exchanges are going to be quite yet, but when they do come out, I'm definitely going to heavily invest in them. And with that being said, the final thing for new content is a new star pass, and guys, they're giving us a 92 striker Heung-min Son. That I know it's the premium star pass, but that's got to be one of the craziest free players we've gotten so far. I'm beyond excited to try him out. I think he's going to be broken in game, we'll have to see, but that is a huge, huge bonus. So that's it for the new event aside from quests and other things, but here are the new players, and oh my gosh, 95 Salah is going to be broken. Having him in game, I think, is going to be a serious problem for defenders. But not only that, we have 95 Modric, which is a player that I really want to get. We have 94 Araujo, we have 94 Barella, we also have Hernandez, Donnarumma, Griezmann is another card that might be great in game, Valverde. The cards that are coming out of this event are just incredible. And I gotta say, I feel like FC Mobile is finally turning into the big game that it should be. We have great mystery signings rewards. We now have a great event coming out. We got tons of incredible players in game. Not only that, they also talked about how they're going to fix the gameplay in December. That's a huge bonus. So I think everything is finally starting to come together and we're starting to move forward, but I think there's going to be now a big shift in how people build their teams and play the game. And that brings me to the reason why I sold off all of my big players that I currently don't need in my team. So I sold off my 94 Mateus because I already have a copy. That's 40 million. I sold off my Bellingham because he was all the way up at 28. I collected, I think it was 1 or 2 million coins profit on that trade right there. I sold off my Walker, although I already have a copy. And a big one, I sold off Hullet for 45.6. And the reason why I'm selling these guys, I'm trying to sell Roberto Carlos as well. Now, I'm not selling off my entire team, but the reason why I'm selling off, or I sold off the guys that I did, is because I think there's going to be a few things that come out. First off, we now have a great left back, free-to-play left back in Ake. And soon we're going to have a great free-to-play right back in Zanetti. Now, of course, people might go Maldini over Ake. That's a possibility, but I'm going to go Zanetti. So now we have a free-to-play Ake, a free-to-play Zanetti. We have a free-to-play Rudiger. And let's also keep in mind these guys could be ranked up a ton because we're getting tons of Dudeks and Mascherano's. But we have a Rudiger. We're going to have at least an Eder Militao, right? The other thing is the opposing team is Atletico Madrid, is going to be another center back, so we'll see who that is, but we're going to get more center backs in game. We're also going to end up getting keepers and CDMs and strikers like the Heung-min Son, or the Griezmann I think is going to be another good player in game. And what I'm trying to say with this is that very soon I think people are going to be able to build incredible teams with strictly free-to-play players. Because of the universal rank up tokens and everything that's coming out now for free, I mean, we talk about the new mystery signings milestone rewards being 90 to 92 rated players. And now every week we're going to get new rewards, new coins, more gems, more free-to-play players. I think we're moving into a direction where some of these cards just might not be as in demand anymore. Now, of course, I could be wrong, because what matters at the end of the day is that people are going to try to get the best or close to the best in their position. So for example, I think Mbappe is the best in his position, right? But another example would be R9. R9's very good. But with the new event, maybe Heung-min Son is like a top 3 or a top 5 striker. And if that's the case, then people might just start opting for Heung-min Son instead of Mbappe and R9. And the better CDMs we get, we saw a Kimmich in there. If there's a way to get Kimmich for relatively cheap, maybe people start opting for a Kimmich over a Mateus. And I'm currently talking about these upgraded versions of these players, not to mention their base cards. So with that being said, I'm in no way saying that I think these players will become worthless. I think they're still going to be very expensive and very sought after. But with the pace that EA is moving with new content and new cards, I'm not interested in holding cards for as long as I was before. A great example was that Mateus. I was planning on holding on to my Mateus for quite some time. And now I've decided to sell him off. I'm going to take the 40 million coins and walk away and potentially use those coins on another great player coming out soon. Now, I think what's also important to mention is that the cards that I think will be affected the most are the cards that can be replaced by these new players. So for example, center mid is going to get a couple great new players. So someone like Hullet, I think might see a bit of a hit. I mean, he's now down to 37.5. He was 40 million, 41 million coins this morning. You can see here there's quite a bit of selling demand. I think I sold mine at 46. You guys saw it earlier. Now he's down to 45. Someone like Hullet, even though he may still be the best center mid in the game when these new cards come out, the important thing to know is that now there's more options than there were before. And I think the same thing is going to go for the left backs, the right backs, potentially the center attacking mids, who knows, and maybe even the strikers. But the main takeaway from all of this is that I'm now switching to shorter term investments and plays, not longer term plays. And something that epitomizes that idea is looking closely at exchange investing from here on out. As we saw earlier, there will be new exchanges. And so I do think 84s are likely going to go up in value. As you can see here, a lot of the defenders were at like 215 earlier today. I mean, 214 here, but people have been buying them up. I think Nacho Fernandez was another one. Yeah, up to 240. He was at like 220 earlier today. So he's working his way up, and I think a lot of these will. Now, they do have tons of supply. We have to keep that in mind. I mean, this guy, he probably has like 10,000 people trying to sell a copy of him. So it's going to take time for that demand to be eaten up But what's important to know is that when these new exchanges come out, make sure you go in right away, see what the requirements are, and then I'd go and buy up a ton of those players, invest in those players, because I have a good feeling that they're going to increase quite a bit in price, especially because they allow us to also get points. But with that being said, that is it for today. I wanted to go over all of the new information. I'm really excited for it. He kept saying when stuff comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. But in their tweets, they said Thursday. So I don't know if it's coming out tomorrow or Thursday. I assume Thursday, but every event has dropped on Wednesday. I don't know. I'm a bit confused. We'll see, but I'm personally making sure that I have tons of coins ready to invest. I've also changed my mindset from longer term holds to shorter term holds, and I've really zeroed in on exchange investing. Anyways, that's all for today. Let me know how you guys are doing in the comment section down below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.